And how's everybody doing? Welcome back to 5 Tape Friday. This time we're doing a science fiction. Some of these are comedies, but they're also, I got enough science fiction elements. I rack them with science fiction tape thing this time. We're going to start off with Galaxy Quest. Oddly, even though I love this movie, and I'm not the biggest Tim Allen fan, I do love this movie. I don't own this on any other format, so when I found this at the local junk store and he wanted, I think he wanted a quarter, I grabbed it. This is out on the DreamWorks label. We've been hearing about a sequel to this for years, but it never seems to happen. I don't know what's up with that. Then we got, and this is on the old CBS Fox release. I think this is the first or second release of this on VHS. We get the original Alien, which I do enjoy, but I don't consider it a horror movie. I consider it a science fiction film. Remember, I just watched this a good chunk of this with my cousin this past week. I'll be dating him, you know, when I filmed this. And this past weekend, when I was down at his place off the DVD, actually. I'm surprised he didn't have the Blu-ray. He's a huge Alien nut. But and this is one of them old heavy tapes. And look, it comes from it even got a little sticker on it. Richard, Amy, Trey, and Casey. And the label is just spotted, but got that for free. That actually came for free. A few years back, one of the neighbors called me up and said that they had a bunch of videotapes left over their kids had given them. Now, these neighbors, the husband was probably about 70, the wife's late 60s. Their kids are all my age or older, a little bit younger. The kids give them a bunch of movies, come on over, they don't have a player. So I went over and there was like 300 VHS on the front porch. I got a bunch of stuff, like The Abyss. Now this is, hold on, let me pick it up a little. 140 minutes. This is not the director's cut. This is the 140-minute cut. I think the first time the director's cut got any kind of release in the States on home media format would have been Laserdisc. That's where I first saw it, but probably James Cameron's, one of his absolute best films, one of the few years where he didn't just rip it completely off from somebody else or just fuck it all up, because James Cameron is not that great a director. I don't care what anybody else says. We ain't going to agree with you. But The Abyss, great little science fiction film. Now this next one was a gift from some friends. It's on Fox Video. Look at that. If this is not the first release of Star Wars, because you notice there's no Episode 4, no New Hope anywhere on this thing. It just says Star Wars by Fox Video. This is one of the earliest. Look at that cover. I love that cover. I checked it. The tape looks great. They found this at a thrift store down in a little small Mississippi town they live in and got it for me because they know I collect VHS and they know I love Star Wars. So now I have this one and another version of it on there. And then this, now I have not watched this. Hangar 18, it's on the Good Times label. It's got Darren McGavin, that's why I picked up. I like Darren McGavin. Robert Vaughn's good. Let's look at the back. Let me read you the back. A shocking story of government cover-up in space. What would happen if a UFO, a spaceship from another world, were to crash land on Earth? Would the government let us know, or would they fear nationwide panic and keep it undercover? This is the premise behind Hangar 18, a scenario many believe has actually happened. This intense drama opens as two astronauts are deploying a satellite from the space shuttle when it collides with an unidentified object. The object makes a crippled but safe landing in the remote southwestern U.S. where it's quickly carted off by government agencies to an Air Force base to Hangar 18. Meanwhile, the two astronauts back on Earth are anxious to find out what has happened, but no one is talking. When they begin to investigate, they learn that the government will stop at nothing to keep them from discovering the truth. What is the truth, and what will the government do about Hangar 18? 104 minutes, blah, 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 blah. There's no rating. Alright, so the review, we're going to start at the end again, as I usually do. We got Hangar 18 with Darren McGavin and Robert Vaughn. I need to watch, I need to just throw it in. Star Wars, which, I've seen more times than I can count, but still, it's Star Wars. The Abyss. Fun little science fiction movie. If you have not seen that, go out and see this. This is really good. Of all those underwater kind of creature on the loose science fiction-y films from that era, this is the best. And then probably Leviathan. Alien, the best of that entire series. I'm not a fan of the second one. And then probably the best movie Tim Allen's ever done, Galaxy Quest. So we got a science fiction comedy, one that people consider a horror comedy, pure science fiction space opera, and then science fiction drama. So, nice little wide range of tapes here. Hope everybody enjoyed. See you next Friday.